This creator averaged over $250 daily until their channel was hit with the invalid traffic bug. I'm sad to say that my channel is also suffering from the invalid traffic bug, but according to YouTube, this isn't even a bug.
One thing I just want to get clear to everybody, because it has been a little bit confusing, is that it's not a bug.
If it's not a bug, then the invalid traffic problem spreading on YouTube is even more absurd than I originally thought. And to prove just how absurd invalid traffic really is, I'm going to show you why it doesn't even matter if it is or isn't a bug.
It's not a bug.
So invalid traffic is any activity that doesn't come from a real user or a user with genuine interests. It can include fraudulent, artificial, or unintentional ways to boost video ad revenue. That's all according to Google's help page on invalid traffic. Invalid traffic can include automated or incentivized traffic from services, friends, or contacts letting playlists of your videos run all day long, or announcing to your viewers that they should watch or click through ads. All of those are things that I have never done before. So then why is it that YouTube hit me with the invalid traffic notification and I didn't do any of those things? This is where the absurdity starts, and we'll be tracking the absurdities with red flags. The first thing I did was to contact YouTube support, who were very nice but extremely unhelpful. All YouTube support fed me was the same lines found in the invalid traffic website, word for word. They also gave me a form stating that they won't even respond unless they find a significant issue with my account. That right there is a red flag. Another red flag is that the form asks for the URL where the ad code appears. This signifies that this form is from people who display ads on their self-made websites and not a form dedicated to YouTubers. They asked to describe what led me to believe the click activity is invalid. This is a red flag because the only way I even know about it is because YouTube is the one who told me about it. The final section asked me to include any data from my site, mobile app, and/or YouTube traffic logs or reports that indicate suspicious IP addresses, referrers, or requests that could explain invalid activity. This is also a red flag because we as YouTubers don't have access to that level of analytics. In fact, most of my views on YouTube come from YouTube, which is also a red flag for me because I'm being punished for traffic the YouTube algorithm thinks is fake when YouTube is responsible for sending me that traffic. It has been over 60 days since I filled out this form, and I have yet to hear back from YouTube. During that time, I took drastic measures hoping it would provide some security to my account to ensure that I wouldn't be banned, while hoping to hear back from YouTube. I turned off all of the ads on my channel. I tried this for over 30 days, and during that time frame, the invalid traffic notification that was once on my channel never reappeared again. But that wasn't good enough for me. I wanted to make sure that my account was in good standing. So before turning my ads back on, I messaged support to see if my account was still flagged for invalid traffic. That's when I discovered even more red flags. I told support that I turned my ads off for over a month and wanted to know if it was still flagged for invalid traffic. Support then asked me for a link to my YouTube channel. This is a red flag because support has access to specific analytics that will show data on anyone's YouTube channel as long as they have a link. That might not sound like a red flag, but that means that YouTube knows exactly which videos are experiencing invalid traffic, even though they won't share that specific information with you. It's pretty nutty. I know this because people who pay for ads get detailed information on how many clicks and invalid clicks they get. On the other hand, creators are given no usable information, even though YouTube expects us to figure out why we have invalid traffic in situations where the invalid traffic isn't even caused by us. After taking a few minutes to review my channel, support tells me that for the last 28 days, they have detected many invalid traffic activities on my channel. He does acknowledge that the invalid traffic doesn't necessarily mean I intentionally caused it, but that's just recycled material taken from the website. So I doubled down for clarification and stated that even though I've had my ads turned off for more than 30 days, how do you detect invalid ad traffic if my ads aren't even turned on? I then get more copy and pasted information before given the same form to fill out that I filled out over 60 days ago. What I find truly horrifyingly absurd isn't the fact that YouTube can flag your account for invalid traffic even when you have no control over it, and then provide you with no useful information about how to fix it. What's absurd is the vast number of creators affected by YouTube traffic and YouTube saying virtually nothing about it. I understand that it's important for YouTube to protect its ad system. I believe having a system that detects fake traffic to protect advertisers is important. The real problem is how YouTube has decided to communicate and vilify creators. Who's to say that a YouTube competitor isn't sending bots and fake accounts to YouTube channels to hurt Google's bottom line? How do they know we're even the main target? Why is the creator the one who should be held responsible when creators have no direct control over who views their videos or who shares them on the internet? Still, I understand the need for YouTube to identify invalid clicks. It's not the problem that's the problem, it's YouTube's attitude about the problem that's the problem. Instead of treating their creators like criminals, here are 4 things that if YouTube were doing, I wouldn't feel the need to make this video I'm making right now. So number 1, be more transparent about how invalid traffic is detected. YouTube should provide more information about how they detect invalid traffic and what specific factors they consider when making decisions about account bans. Number 2, YouTube could develop tools that help creators to identify and remove invalid traffic from their channels. For example, YouTube could provide creators with a list of known IP addresses associated with invalid traffic. Number 3, communicate more regularly with creators about invalid traffic. When creators raise issues about invalid traffic, YouTube should take the time to listen to their feedback and work with them to find solutions. Currently, it just feels like we're being ignored. YouTube could publish regular blog posts and videos about invalid traffic and hold live question and answer sessions with creators to answer questions about the issues that everyone's dealing with. This would help keep creators informed about the latest developments and allow them to get their questions answered directly by YouTube, not the creator liaison who has only told us that this is not a bug.
It's not a bug.
And that's something that doesn't even make sense to point out. It doesn't matter if the invalid traffic bug is a bug or not, because it's still causing creators to lose money. Whether it is a bug or intentional, the result is the same. Creators are punished for something that is not their fault. In addition to the fact that YouTube is not being transparent about the issues makes it even more difficult for creators to protect themselves. And you know what's wild? The team that controls your AdSense account is different from the team that controls your YouTube account, right? When you're a YouTube partner, you first have to get a Google AdSense account and then attach it to your YouTube account. And the team that bans you from AdSense has nothing to do with YouTube, which makes this thing even more absurd. So take another red flag. While creators might not be able to protect themselves from invalid traffic, there are things creators can do to protect their finances if invalid traffic gets their ad account banned. My plan is to create more diversity in my revenue streams. For example, I'm officially launching a Patreon where viewers can support me directly. Anyone who decides to support me on Patreon will get access to a spreadsheet I made just for rideshare drivers. I will also create budgets for the first 25 people supporting me on Patreon. I'm also going to start creating better relationship with sponsors. I've shied away from them because partnering with the wrong product or company can be dangerous. Everybody remembers FTX? I will also try to grow my social media presence outside of YouTube. So I'll also be launching a free newsletter that you can sign up for below. So where does that leave me regarding my YouTube account? I've decided to turn my ads back on since turning them off had literally no effect on the invalid traffic on my channel. But there are still a few things that I plan on trying. I will disconnect every third-party app connected to my YouTube account. I will disable the playlist since YouTube says it could be a reason for invalid traffic. That's another red flag for me, since creating a playlist of my videos is a YouTube feature. I shouldn't be punished for a YouTube feature. I will also disable my videos from being played anywhere except YouTube. Sadly, the only way to see if this works is to wait another 28 days, and I'll do a follow-up video to let you know how it's going, so be sure to hit that like button. That's the best way to ensure that YouTube puts my videos in your feed. Peace.